Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's going on my city people, my family out here? It's MotorCityMan back with another one. I'm gonna try to keep this video short, but I wanna first off start by saying salute to everybody that's out there hustling, grinding, working towards something, that's trying to make something of themselves. It's a lot going on in these times, and it's a period that we keep striving to be better than who we was a year ago or 2-3 years ago, you know what I mean? Because it's all about self-development. But what I want to talk about in this video is about basically what happens when you try to heal in a toxic environment around, toxic people. It gets pretty dangerous, because at some point through your process of healing and becoming a better person, when you still in the midst of dealing with or just being around toxic people with still bad character traits or still just bad habits, it starts to create friction, tension amongst whoever you're around as you begin to try to work on yourself, as you begin to develop yourself, whether that's going to the gym more, whether that's, going to therapy, seeking counseling, overall just taking in new habits in order to become a better person. It's going to affect the people around you, the relationships that you built in the past, and that's kind of what I want to really get into and touch bases on in this video. Basically, I just want to share my experience that I've been having to overcome. It's been a challenge for real, but that's what life is about. Life is a challenge, and I've embraced it since I was a kid, man. Leading up to me now as a young adult, in my mid-20s, I want to really speak on how rough it is, how challenging it is to change your environment. But when you stuck in the same environment, when you stuck around, familiar people, familiar spirits, energies, it's hard to really develop, it's hard to really move forth on the path of self-healing, self-development, you know what I mean? Because I can recall really trying to take the initiative, do my due diligence to do the right thing, to develop more atomic habits. And through the midst of that, through the process of me transitioning into doing the right thing as far as taking on the right habits, because I was always doing the right thing. Let's put that into perspective. Let's put that out there. But it's about really me understanding that it's only so much I can do to grow when I'm still placed in the same environment around the same people. It's only so much I can do to move forward in that process of healing, in that process of developing myself. I can recall back in 2023, me just, I want to say summer 2023 really is when I really tried to pick it up, my fitness journey. I could remember going for walks more, because let's go back. I was already active physically, working. I'm outside too, I be outside hooping and stuff. That's what I was doing back in 2023, y'all. Work with me here too. That's what I was doing. I was already outside, you know what I mean, hooping and stuff, man, playing ball and shit. But I started to go on walks, start to jog more, go on runs at the park, to build up my wind within, my stamina. And I started to notice the energy I picked up on, the negative energy, my animosity I picked up on from still being here where I grew up, back home, even in the workplace, as well as my peers that I was around at the time. I started to pick up on different things, and it started to affect my relationships in the workplace, here at home, and outside around my peers. And that's kind of when I want to touch bases on, like, people ain't gonna be, everybody not gonna be supportive of you going on your fitness journey or you going on your self-development journey, your healing journey. But the thing about it is, when you start to express yourself more, or when you start to become different than the norm or the average person that you're around, people start to label you as this, as that, call you crazy and stuff. But then when you start to show that you trying to work on yourself, people want to act like it's a problem with that too. And that's when it creates friction and tension within who you are as a person, trying to develop yourself as an individual. Because you had a problem when I was just not, showing traits that I learned from, who I was been around and upbringing. And when I started to work on myself, that's a problem as well. And it's like, it doesn't make sense. Which is why I want to just speak on that as well, because I've been struggling since 2023 to really self-develop myself, really become who I'm supposed to grow into and become, so that I can become more effective as a creative, as a entrepreneur, just a better person out here to have a better impact on society, on the community, when I'm out here active, engaged, and interacting with others, But it set me back what I was dealing with in the workplace too, and as far as home. And I've noticed peers that I was around, I surrounded myself, started to stop coming around, stop, the connection was no longer there. And so I started to notice that, and slowly but surely I still tried to seek out that journey of, self-healing and working on myself. But it backfired on me in so many ways, y'all. Like, I lost my job, people started to harass me and pick on me at the job, but I kept fighting to stay there until over a year. This was happening in 2023. I finished out 2023, and that's when I decided to just walk out of the job in 2024 in March. And it was up until that point, I noticed the vibe I was giving off from me just trying to work on myself, develop atomic habits. It was just creating chaos within who I was around, because I was literally the only one. Not gonna say I'm the only one out here doing what I was trying to do, but when you in a certain environment, everybody not gonna be moving the same way as you, especially when you creating the intentions to do the right thing as far as taking on the right habits, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I started to notice that within the workplace, and that's what led me to leave my job early in the year last year. And I tried to go back, but in the midst of me still trying to pursue, self-development and stuff, it led to me being fired and stuff like that later on in spring last year, 2024. But what I want to bring to this video to you guys also is if you somebody out there that's been working on yourself, that's trying to work on yourself, just keep going no matter what, because life is a challenge. It's always going to come with obstacles. People are always going to try to delay or push you back, hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. So you gotta have that mental fortitude to keep pushing, no matter who trying to work against you or come against you. Because ultimately, you've been doing, you're trying to do God's work. So having that understanding is what's going to help you build on that foundation of self-healing, you know what I mean? Because I've had parents tell me to go to counseling and stuff like that, but that's okay. Yeah, we all need counseling, but what about having actual hobbies, like going to the gym, playing basketball, doing music, things like that can be seen as therapy as well. Other forms of therapy, getting a massage or reading or just going outside, getting some sunlight, things like that can be other forms of therapy, not just speaking to somebody about your problems. Yes, we need to go to therapy, but it's other ways that can be therapeutic for us as well, because ultimately I see myself as a healer. I've always have. Because I've been through a lot and I made it this far with trying to keep a positive mindset, outlook on things, on life, as well as having faith that things will turn out bright for me. I will have a bright future. But I'm not the person that's stuck in the past or worried about the future. I'm in the present. I live in the present. I dwell in the present. But I reflect on the past in order to move forward in present time. But it's crazy because I even had a conversation with my dad. Our relationship isn't really that stronger, but I even told him I've been trying to heal, but it's only so much I can do because when you're still in that space, when you're still in this environment around these same people, you trying to pursue self-development, you trying to heal, that's cool enough, but it's only going to open up more space to endure more trauma, do trauma bonding, more pain, to other people suffering and giving off their problems to you, whether that's being in the workplace, whether that's being here at home or around peers that don't have that same integrity when it comes to doing the right thing or just having the right habits, But it get tricky though, man, but I still remain in faith and I know that I can make it out of any situation God put me in because I'm built for it. I'm built to last for sure. And I just pray whoever watching this video can relate and understand exactly what I'm speaking about and what I'm trying to give to you guys in this message. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. I'm gonna keep it real short. I just want to touch bases on the process or just what happens when you try to work on yourself while still being in a toxic environment. Stay tuned. New videos coming soon, man. It's MotorCityMan. I'll see you on the next one.